A man convicted in the Buffalo Billion scandal gets a new job, and you're paying his salary. The Niagara County Legislature voted last night to appoint Kevin Schuler as Public Information Officer. Our I-Team Chief Investigator Charlie Specht has more on his position, his salary, and his role in a bid rigging scheme.
Kevin Schuler was the prosecution's star witness in the Buffalo Billion bid rigging scandal. He was indicted and pleaded guilty last year to wire fraud and conspiracy. Prosecutors dropped a bribery charge when Schuler became a government witness. Schuler may be a convicted felon, but that hasn't stopped him from landing a controversial new position as the public face of Niagara County government. On Wednesday, the Republican-led Niagara County Legislature approved Schuler for a $79,000 a year job as the spokesman for Niagara County government. Schuler has been active in Niagara County Republican Party politics for years and says he sees this as a chance for a fresh start.
I can understand, Charlie, the skepticism some would have. I stood before the legislature and owned that mistake. I'm trying to move on and turn the page.
Since his sentencing, Schuler has been working as a paralegal for his defense attorney, Terry Connors, specializing in white-collar crime. The hiring was first reported by Investigative Post.
I'm trying to let others know my mistakes, that I ignored compliance, I blew through red flags in that procurement, and I'm an example of what happens where you can live, a pretty exemplary life, and really, when you ignore compliance at your own peril, and you can have it all come tumbling down on you.
But Democrats in the legislature say this is just another bad sign for a county with a history of dishonest public officials.
For a convicted felon and he was the architect of the biggest felony case in New York State history, and we're hiring him as the spokesperson for Niagara County. I thought it was just outrageous.
Overall, the county has an atrocious reputation right now.
Legislators agreed to give Schuler a salary $20,000 higher than his predecessor.
It's always about someone's being indicted, somebody cut a plea deal, someone's under investigation. And this just adds to it. Minority Leader Dennis Virtuoso, a Democrat, says the job was only posted on the county website and not advertised in local papers.
This was a setup right from the beginning. And like I said, we heard it 3 weeks ago that he was getting a job.
So I applied and went through the process. If there's issues with the process, that's something that they raised last night, but that has nothing to do with me.
I've seen a lot of stuff go down in that building in my 8 years there. This one was the shadiest of all.
Now, we haven't heard from county Republicans in the legislature, but we are reaching out to them and hope to have an update for you at 11 o'clock.